Welcome to the Leverton on Everything podcast, where I, Leverton, review literally everything in under 10 minutes on a daily basis. And today we're talking about the 2023 film Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I gave it 8 out of 10. Already 2 years. The film was released 2 years ago. Crazy. So I gave it 8 out of 10 and a fitting conclusion to the franchise. This is where the franchise has finally found its heart, and surprisingly, the heart of the franchise is not the human character, but it's a raccoon. The acting is really good for the most part, and while the movie is a tad too long, Rocket's backstory is devastating. They really went all out on the special effects budget for animating Rocket and his friends from his childhood, but it's clear that some of the other special effects are just big guys and rubber suits. It's a very good conclusion to the franchise, but I feel that it might not be the end because the movie was much more successful than other recent Marvel films. I think that Marvel and Disney need to learn that people are not going to go watch a movie just because of the character. You need a good story behind it, a good reason for it to exist. I think it's okay if a movie is not conventionally good as long as it's interesting. For example, like Thor: Love and Thunder. It's a crazy movie. But the latest Ant-Man movie, it's not interesting, it's not crazy, there's no reason for it to exist. So I'm glad that Guardians of the Galaxy can end with a good film. And I might disagree with my review there. I don't think you need... obviously... I don't think people go to movies because of the story. I think that people go to movies because there's this initial push of marketing, and if that captures enough people, people will go, and the movie has something about it that people like, people will continue to go to it, and word of mouth will continue. So with this one, Guardians of the Galaxy, and I say that, I correct myself, because Guardians of the Galaxy weren't the most popular characters before the first movie, but the movie was pretty fun. So people went to see it. They're like, yeah, this is fun. I'll go again. I'll bring my friends. And that's how it happened. And this movie was such a big hit because people went and they were like, oh, this is so sad. I need to see it again. So in this case, the quality of the film kept the hype going. But I think that there are films, and I think the opposite is true. I think people were really hyped for the Eternals, and then they went, and they were like, what is this? But I think another thing can be true about Marvel films is that sometimes a movie can be okay, and no one will go to watch it because they're confused by the title, like the second Captain Marvel movie, which is The Marvels, right? So it's complicated, but anyway, maybe it's not complicated. It's not complicated. People will go to a movie if it has good marketing, and if the movie is actually good, they'll continue to go to the movie. If the movie doesn't have good marketing and it's a good movie or an okay movie like The Marvels, no one will go see it. If the movie has good marketing, like Eternals, and is bad, people are not going to go see it after that initial push. Yeah, that's the Leverton theory of movies there for you. All right. I also have some other podcasts. I have a podcast to do with my son called the Everything and More Etc. podcast. I have one on politics, Leverton on Politics. And I have one where I review Disney movies, all of them, all of the time, called Death by Disney.